issue is voter ID. There was a constitutional amendment on the ballot in Wisconsin also last Tuesday. It said basically, look, there is a state law in Wisconsin requiring voters to have ID to vote. They said, let's put that, Republicans had advanced this, let's put that in the state constitution. And voters said, yes, overwhelmingly. Look, basically 63% yes, 37 no, basically a 26-point margin right there. And you can see it here, 72 counties in Wisconsin, 70 of them voting for it, only 2 against it. What do you think you do? They're the 2 big Democratic counties. This is Dane County where Madison is, this is Milwaukee County, obviously where Milwaukee is. And we talked about this after the election. In that court election last week, the electorate was more Democratic than usual. What's the matter with you? Now, and yet, you think about this, Democrats now, as we say, for almost 2 decades, Democrats have been sounding the alarm about voter ID laws, saying these disenfranchised non-white voters is a solution in search of a problem. And yet, even in this electorate last week, a very Democratic-friendly electorate, voter ID passes overwhelmingly. Take Milwaukee County, by the way. Again, big Democratic county here, 51-49 on this voter ID question. That was the result. Voter ID got 49% in one of the most Democratic counties in Wisconsin. It means a lot of Democratic voters aren't with their party's leaders on this question, aren't with the activists in their parties on this question. This isn't just a Wisconsin last week story. This is basically a 2-decade story. This is voter ID and how it has polled since it became sort of a flashpoint issue in the aughts, in the mid-late aughts. Look at this, just consistent, overwhelming support. And again, something we saw in Wisconsin last week. And the question this all raises is, we've talked about how the 2-party coalitions are changing, how the Democrats, back when this all started, the Democrats relied a lot more on voters who turned out in presidential races, like for Barack Obama twice, but not necessarily lower turnout elections. Republicans back then, it was more the opposite. We've seen those coalitions really start to shift in the last 20 years, and especially in the last election. The question coming out of Wisconsin is, from a political standpoint, are Democrats going to keep fighting this, or has the issue for them politically run its course?